Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my first anti-haul. So I have yet to do a haul on my video because I always get too excited and I rummage through everything. So today we're going to be doing an anti-haul, and if you guys don't know what that is kind of a list of things instead of that I did buy that I'm not going to buy. Now, none of these have anything to do with the brand or anything like that. They're just specifically for me. I'm not interested in purchasing them. So we are going to get right on in. So the first thing that I would not purchase is the Fenty Beauty Galaxy collection that they have at Sephora. It recently came out, and it's kind of like all glittery and shiny everything, and it's like kind of like crazy color in your face kind of thing, and that's not really my cup of tea. And I think that the eyeshadow palette is kind of expensive for what it is, and this kind of sounds petty a little bit, but I really hate the packaging. The collection all around is around $120. So the eyeshadow palette, it has no mattes, so you can't really get like a full look out of it. You have to supplement another neutrals palette to go along with it, and I like palettes where you can kind of make one look out of the whole thing. And then another one that I really dislike is the Eclipse 2-in-1 glitter eyeliner. And you're supposed to put that on and then you like rub it to get the glitter out of it. And if I've already done my eyes, I'm not gonna go rubbing my eyes just to get glitter off my friggin' eyeliner. Like, I'm just gonna use a glitter eyeliner if that's what I want. So the eyeshadow palette is $59, which is kind of up there. It's like NARS quality. And then the eyeliner, the glitter release eyeliner, is $20. So those just aren't my kind of thing. And then to go along with the like all glitter thing, I have my next one is the ColourPop Golden State of Mind palette at Sephora, and also the Semi Precious palette that is at Sephora. Those were released as like kind of Sephora exclusives and like the first ColourPop launch, and I freaking love ColourPop. I actually just got a new package in with the Double Entendre eyeshadow palette that they put out for Black Friday, and I'm going to be reviewing that in a later video. But this one is like the Fenty Beauty Galaxy collection. It's all glitters, and they are, and those palettes themselves, they're both $26. They're both all glitter shades or metallic shades or whatever, and one of them has I think 15 or 12 shades in it, and then the other one has 10 shades. So they're both the same price, but you get less shades in one of them, and those are the highest priced palettes that ColourPop has put out. And it's, to me, only because they're in Sephora, which I don't care where I'm getting it. It doesn't matter to me. I would just rather pay the normal price, and I just don't think that they look as fantastic as the other palettes that I have or have tried out from them. So I won't be purchasing those. And the next thing that I won't be purchasing is the new Too Faced white chocolate bar. I love my Too Faced chocolate bar. It's like one of my holy grails, but that white chocolate bar, like, I see where they're going with like the peppermint thing on top and all that kind of good stuff, but the colors just, they're not my kind of thing. Like, it kind of reminds me of the Lorac brunch palette that was like all pastels and stuff. So that one's like, it has all light shades, and then there's like a really odd glitter black thrown in there. So that one's just not something that I would reach for like almost ever. And then the other things are also from Too Faced. They are the chocolate chip palettes. So they have the white chocolate chip, and then they have the regular chocolate chip palette. The chocolate chip palette, the brown one, is all mattes, so it's not like I would never use it, but it's like I already have the regular chocolate chip palette, and those ones are $26 each, and the regular white chocolate bar palette is $49, just so you guys know. And I just wouldn't see myself getting a lot of use out of those. Like, they would be travel friendly for anyone that would use them to travel with, but that's kind of all the plus that I see in it. So yeah, I just probably wouldn't ever pick those up. The next thing is the Tom Ford Soleil Eye and Cheek palette. This one ranges. This one goes for $155, and it gives you 6 items, so 4 eyeshadows and 2 blushes. That's just like insane to me. I wouldn't pay $155 for 6 items in a palette ever. And I know I've heard really great things about the quality of their makeup, but I just don't think that that's worth it. And I also don't enjoy like the layout of colors. They have 2 color options as far as I know. So I just think even if it is Tom Ford, I don't think that palette is worth $155, and just for that reason I won't be picking it up. And the next thing is a whole entire collection that I'm not picking up. This is the Gigi, Hadid, and Maybelline collab that they did together. It is right now at Ulta. That's where it's sold. I don't know if it's sold at like Target or Walmart or anything. So they have a really big palette. It's called the Jet Setter palette. So that one is $20. And they have a few lipsticks. They have a few just eyeshadow palettes. They have primers, lip liners, mascaras, and all that kind of good stuff. And they kind of bumped up the price just because it is a collab with Gigi Hadid. And it's not like I don't want to pay the few extra dollars to go get it. It's just like everything just seemed kind of bland and just kind of like not so exciting that like made me want to like go out and go get it like the day of the release. It just, to me, it didn't like make me want it. It's just kind of odd. And then I saw Tate's review on the collection, and I noticed that the primers are tinted, and even the light one was like really dark, and I get that you're supposed to like use it to contour under the foundation and all that kind of good stuff, but that just seems like an extra step. And yeah, just the whole collection didn't really grab me and make me want to buy it, so I'm not picking that up. And then the next thing that I'm not going to buy is the Pat McGrath lipsticks and the new eyeshadow palettes that she just came out with. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I have seen many reviews about the lipsticks and how wonderful they are, but they're just too expensive for what they are. And the Mothership palettes, those are the eyeshadow palettes. She came out with 3, so there's 3 different color palettes. And I mean, it just doesn't seem like anything special. Like when Natasha Denona came out with her Lila palette, like it was just like, it seems so different, along with the Huda Beauty Desert palette, and I know those are kind of similar, but we've been running with the whole like warm red rust shades for so long that like the purple was a really nice change. And these are $125 each, and you only get, I think it's like 10 shades in each palette. And with a Natasha Denona smaller palette, you get, I think it's 12 or 15 shades, and it's $129. And even if the quality is up there, I don't think that they have the shades that would make me want to spend that kind of money on them. So just for that reason, I wouldn't be buying them. And then speaking of Natasha Denona, I have something on here, her holiday palettes, that I absolutely do not want. I have been seeing so many of them having like defects, like where 1 or 2 of the shades in both palettes have fallen out, cracked, crumbled, and they're $48 they're $48 each, and they come with 5 shades, so that is a pretty penny for what you're getting. And it is Natasha Denona, so it's not like the shadows aren't up to par, but I'm not gonna spend $50 on something that's just gonna fall apart. Like, it's just not cool with me. So the next one that I have that I wouldn't purchase is the Urban Decay Distortion palette. So this one has an interesting concept. So the first row is kind of they're like transformative eyeshadows, and then the bottom 2 rows are different color eyeshadows. So you're supposed to put one of the different color eyeshadows on, and then you're supposed to put one of the top row ones on, and it kind of like shifts the eyeshadow. And I'm kind of like more of a simple kind of person when it comes to makeup. I don't want to like put something on top to make it like look totally different. Like, if I wanted that, then I would just put that color shadow on and that would be it. Just not my kind of thing. And this palette will run you about $48, which is kind of normal for Urban Decay. It's not like it's gonna break the bank and you get a good amount of shades in there, but it's just not my kind of thing. It's not something that I would reach for. And then the next one is from ColourPop, sadly, and it's their brand new loose highlighters. So they kind of come in a thing like this with a little sifter, and you're supposed to like shake it out and all that kind of stuff. And I really, unless it's like my Laura Mercier or the Cover FX powder, I don't like loose powders. I'm a really clumsy person and they don't mesh well with me, so I don't play with them. I would much more prefer a pressed highlighter than a loose highlighter. I don't own any loose highlighters, and I don't plan on it anytime soon. I actually don't own any pigments either, just because I am so clumsy and I will probably knock them over at some stage. And I don't really want to spend money, even if it's, I mean, they're only $7. Even if it's under $10, I still don't want to spend money on something that I'm probably gonna knock over. And I just reach for pressed products more than I do loose products. So that's the reason I will be picking that up. And the next thing is the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. This one just seems kind of clunky, like bulky packaging, and I feel like it would be kind of difficult to store. And that kind of probably sounds like a stupid reason to not purchase something, but that is a main reason that I'm not purchasing that. I don't think that the shades are amazing enough for me to go out and get it. They kind of remind me of the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette that she had, I think 1 or 2 years ago. It was limited edition, where she had matte shades on the bottom and then metallic ones on top, and I already have that, and that's kind of the same idea that BH Cosmetics has. So this one will run you about $16.50, but it's just not something that I care about having in my collection, to be totally honest. And the last thing that I have to tell you guys is I won't be purchasing the NARS Wanted palette. That one, I think it's coming out, or it just came out, so this one will run you about $59. And I have the Narsissist Loaded palette, and I absolutely love it. It's not about the quality of shadows, because the quality of NARS shadows are fantastic. It's just that I have so many warm palettes that I'm just kind of like almost over it. Like, I still love wearing them. I'm wearing like rust shades on my eyes right now, but I don't really want to go out and buy another warm red, pink, orange palette, if that makes sense, because I just have so many, and so many came out after the Modern Renaissance palette that and I bought a lot of them, but I just don't want to buy another one. And yeah, that's pretty much my only reason that I won't be purchasing that. So that is all the products that I have to tell you about that I will not be purchasing, and I hope you like this anti-haul. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and press that little red subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.